Top 6 features of the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL. If you're in the market for a new smartphone, chances are you have a lot of options. If you're a fan of Android, you have even more options to choose from because there's so many different models of cell phones out there. Which is where this video comes in and why we're hanging out on YouTube today. Most of the time, when buying an Android phone, you get another UI, also known as user interface, layered on top of the Android operating system. Samsung, for example, has TouchWiz user interface layered on top of Android, which means when you're using your Samsung device, it's a Samsung experience. Samsung is driving the train. It's taking you where it wants you to go, showing you things it wants to show you. And never once are you actually tapping into the original Android experience. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the beauty of an Android phone. It's open source, completely customizable, and you can do whatever you want with it. But what if you don't want your Android manufacturer to tell you exactly how to use your phone and what to do with it? What if you want that pure Android experience? That is what we've come to grow and love using the Pixel phone. It's commonly referred to as stock Android, which means it's the pure, unadulterated Android version from Google itself, delivered directly to you. And that's right, that is being brought to you by Google. That started off several years ago with the Nexus line, and that has evolved into what we know today as the Pixel line. And today I want to share with you what I feel are some of the top features of the brand new Pixel 3 and Pixel 3 XL from Google to help you decide whether or not this phone is for you. I have in my hand the Pixel 3 XL. All of the features we're going to go over today you can find on the Pixel 3 and on the Pixel 3 XL. The only difference between these two phones is the battery size and the screen. And of course there's this little thing called a notch at the top. There's opinions about it. One way or the other, I don't necessarily have an opinion on it.
These are the devices that we're getting, from the okay Pixel 3 to the absolutely awful notched device that is the Pixel 3 XL.
What do you think about this Pixel 3 so far?
Everyone's overreacting. It's pretty good.
Everyone's overreacting. What do you mean by that exactly?
The notch.
The notch.
Holding out hope. I think all of us in our hearts were holding out hope that the Pixel 3 XL would not be that dog crap looking notch having.
The first and best feature of the Pixel 3 XL is the stock Android experience that we just talked about. And this is what that looks like right out of the box, stock Android. Not complicated, not convoluted with extra buttons and user interfaces and menus hidden everywhere. It's really straightforward, really simple, really clean. One of my best Android experiences ever. It's one of the reasons I'm so attracted to the Pixel line, because it's simple, it's basic, it gets the job done, and it's pretty quick. The other important thing about the Pixel and Android experience together is that this is running Android 9.0, also known as Android Pie. And why is that a big deal? You see, Google puts out these updates for Android called OTA updates, and they push them out to all the different manufacturers. The manufacturers take those updates, put them through their system, and then they push OTAs out to their users for their phones when they're ready. But just because Android pushes out an update to us and they give it to Samsung, to LG, to Motorola, it doesn't necessarily mean that those manufacturers are going to go ahead and push that update out right away. A great example is the Galaxy Note 9. That phone is amazing. It just released. It's still running Android 8.0, and I don't know if it's gonna get Android 9.0 or when it's gonna get it, but Android 9.0 has been around for a while. Now when Android 9.0.1 or .2 comes out, we're gonna get that update quicker than anybody because we got a Google phone and it's coming directly from Google. That is one of the awesome things about this phone. You get security updates, patches, and improvements before anybody else. The next feature is call screening. That's right, you heard me. The phone is going to screen our calls. And for us to really get an idea of how that works, I'm going to make a phone call from this phone to this phone, and I'm not going to answer it. And we're going to see exactly what happens. Give me a second. I got to pull out the phone number here because I don't know my phone number. So this is what I'm calling it. My For the Love of Tech phone. For the Love of Tech's got its own phone number. All right, so let's see what it's saying. So it says right there, screen call. So we're gonna hit that button, and we're gonna screen the call.
Go ahead and say why you're calling.
Hey Aaron, it's Aaron. Give me a call when you can, or just answer this phone.
Just so it's clear, go ahead and say more about why you're calling.
I'm calling to demonstrate the call screening feature on the Google 3.
Do you need to get a hold of them urgently?
Yes, I need to get a hold of them right now.
They can't talk right now, but they'll give you a call later.
So that was a little taste of the call screening feature. It's pretty good. It's a little intuitive, but it's not terribly comprehensive. It would be nice if we could text back, but I guess that would just be a text message. But you could say, hey, I'll give you a text message back. So it's pretty neat. If a weird number's calling you, you can screen the call to determine whether or not you want to take that call, or if you just want to send it to voicemail, or you just want to say, I'm going to call you back later. But that's definitely a top feature of this phone, call screening. The next feature is digital well-being. Great technology should improve your life, not distract you from it. Google has condensed all of the well-being features into one easy-to-use menu. Let's explore it and see what we can do. First, your device learns your behavior and habits. Then it shares the information with you so you can have a deeper understanding of what you're spending your time on. Then you can make adjustments from there. If you're spending too much time on YouTube, then you can set daily limits. Once reached, it'll encourage you to take a break and step away. As you can see from this short little clip here, I was watching YouTube responding to some comments, but I had my timer come on, and what it did is it actually closed YouTube and it shaded out the application. So I couldn't even select it. Then when I went to hit the button on it, as you can see, a little notification came up which gave me the option to adjust my settings, which of course I changed it back down to 0 and I removed the restriction from it. Digital Wellbeing also has a feature called winding down, and when you activate wind down, what it actually does is it removes the color and turns your phone kind of a grayscale. It makes it softer, easy to look at, and just kind of a way to remind you like, hey, it's getting to be that time. It's about to be bedtime. Let's start to relax. Let's start to get ready for bed. And then of course there's good old do not disturb, which prevents incoming messages and calls and all that goodness from reaching you at inconvenient times. I can tell you right now, when Do Not Disturb launched on Android, I set my phone from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. No one gets through except my mom. That's the only person that can reach me at those hours, and that's the only person that should be able to reach me at those hours. So unless my phone is in my hand and I'm using it, I don't get any notifications, no calls, and no messages. And I love it. Next, we're going to talk about the Google Assistant. So I can go ahead and call this up and listen to how many devices. I'm going to show you an example. Okay, Google. 1, 2, 3, 4 devices.
The answer is 0.5.
4 devices all called off at the same time when I said that, right? So you see what happens when you call off to activate your assistant. And if you're in a house with several assistants like me, they kind of all go off at the same time and you don't know who to talk to. But with the Google Pixel 2, that's when this feature debuted, and the Pixel 3 and 3 XL, you get a squeeze to activate feature. Let me go ahead and show you. What's 5 plus 97?
The answer is 102.
There you go, super easy. Change the studio lights to green.
Okay, changing 5 lights to green.
There we go. I've got all sorts of things that we can do with our Google Assistant. And now I can just pull it out of my pocket, squeeze it, activate it, and keep on going. And that's the point. It's a little bit easier, it's a little bit simpler. I, for one, love the squeeze to activate my assistant feature. Unlimited photos that you take with your Google Pixel and your Google account. This is an amazing feature of this device. Now, with the earlier Pixels, they launched this because the phones didn't have a lot of internal storage. This is the 128 gig model, which is pretty good, but still, you don't want to clog your phone up with a bunch of pictures when you need to make room for other things. If you got to throw on a movie, or you got to put some personal data on there, or even if you got to load up a whole bunch of music, or you have to use it as an external storage device and take files around with you, you don't want it filled up with a bunch of photos, especially photos that have already synced up to the Google Cloud. They're already in your photos. So what you do is there's a feature that you can hit the button and you can delete all the photos on your phone, but they're still up there accessible on your computer, on your phone, everywhere. They're just no longer taking up memory. There are some restrictions that do apply, so make sure you take a moment and you review them and you know exactly what they are so there's no surprises down the road. I think it's safe to say the Google camera has been the main feature of this device since it launched. The original Pixel had a phenomenal camera, took incredible pictures. The Pixel 2 and 2 XL took even better pictures. This camera is amazing. It takes phenomenal pictures. It has some really cool new features. I want to go ahead and take a moment and highlight those features with you today. It has a wide selfie, the big scary notch on the front, which I don't mind the notch. I just want to say that it doesn't bother me at all. I didn't have to adapt to anything. It basically was, this is the phone, use it okay. There's two cameras in there, which gives us a wide angle, which looks pretty good if you're in groups or you want to get what's behind you in the actual photo, not just what's directly behind you in the photo. It also has some other new little adjustments in post-production, and that's where the magic in this phone happens. After you take the picture, it's software. Now there's a Sony 12 megapixel lens in here. As we know, Sony makes some phenomenal lenses and they do so here as well. But let's go ahead and dig into these amazing features that I want to showcase to you today. All right, so here is this phone with this phenomenal, amazing camera. I'm standing behind my camera now. And let me just go ahead and just take some pictures, right? Some little front-facing pictures, and we will use my my mouse here as an example, and we'll just snap a quick picture. All right, so this is the big deal on the camera. All right, it's got all sorts of details, doesn't leave anything out, right? Pretty basic, still a pretty good picture. But it's when we come over here and we activate the portrait mode. Now let's give a little bit more depth to our subject, which is our mouse. We'll just tap right there, tap the focus, portrait, boom. Right, now let's come over here, let's take a look at post-production. You see that little guy that said processing? That's how you know the magic happened. I come over here, that's the regular picture. Come over there, there is the blurred out picture. Now you can now come over here and you can change the actual depth of your subject. Now you can go to color pop. You can pick what colors you want to pop in the picture. So let's just come over here and let's do that. Alright, so this is kind of an okay example, but I think we can do better. So let's go ahead and let's discard the pictures there. Throw some more stuff in our little photo shoot. And so it is basically the portrait mode on this camera that everyone is going goo goo gaga over. Now here it is for you to see. Now we'll come over here and we'll adjust it. So just like on all the other ones these days, Samsung, Apple, it gives you a chance to actually adjust the background blur to see how it works. All right, so now we're gonna come over here. We're gonna take a picture of me and the post-production down there, the processing. That's where the magic happens. That's what's so big about this camera and why it's so phenomenal. You do the color pop, removes all the color, you can adjust, background, save. So now here it is. Pretty blurry. It's got all the stuff is blurred out, all of it. Look, it's got my face. So this is the big exciting part about this camera. This is why everybody's so excited, because it's a great camera. It takes great pictures. But that's one of the amazing features of it. All right, guys, we're back to this side of the table. The point of the whole video is this: if you're in the market for a new Android smartphone, you have a ton of options. This phone is bringing something a little bit different to the market. It's bringing a phenomenal camera, the best artificial intelligence that you can put into a smartphone these days. It is hands down the best one out there. It's got some digital well-being features. It's got stock Android. You're gonna get up-to-date security updates, all that stuff. All these different features, and I'm just reviewing with you the top 6 features which I think might help you decide whether or not this phone is for you. Thanks for watching the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so now. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, ding, right there. That way you actually get notified when the videos come out. Give me a thumbs up if you've liked the video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the video. Either way, leave me a comment and tell me what you like most about the Pixel 3 XL. And if you don't like the Pixel or Pixel 3 XL, it's okay. Just tell me what you don't like about it. For the Love of Tech is always doing another giveaway. We're doing a giveaway coming up next December. That is right. All sorts of cool prizes are on the table. All you have to do is click on the link in the description, follow the prompts, get entered, have some fun, and become part of the community. If you want to go ahead and get your entries the old-fashioned way, let me go ahead and get a Roman numerals 88,612. You know what to do. Dash and then leave me a comment. Also, if you want to get some social media shares, you can do that too. Contact me at the number 4 theloveoftech.com. Go in your drawers, go in your closet, go behind your closet, go under your bed, pull out your old electronics, dust them up, shine them up, give them to someone that doesn't have them, put a smile on someone's face, because a used electronic is a happy electronic and an unused electronic is a sad one, and we want all of our electronics to be happy. Namaste.